I'm Victoria Ellis, and I am doing my presentation on Edward Tolman. Edward Tolman was an American psychologist that lived to the age of 73 between the years of 1886 and 1959. He got his undergraduate degree in chemistry from Massachusetts Institution of Technology, better known as MIT. Then he went on to earn his PhD from MIT as well, and then he became a physicist. So, a couple of the things that got Tolman interested in psychology were that during some of his summer school classes, he was able to read The Principles of Psychology by William James, and he disagreed with James that psychology should be the study of the conscious experience, but he was able to pull some things from that to apply to his own research and knowledge. Tolman argued that by the very definition, it is non communicable and private, so it should not be the study of the conscious experience. So he soon after read John B. Watson's Behavior and Introduction to Comparative Psychology, which he kind of felt as though he was able to connect with more, and he was able to connect with Watson's behaviorism more. And um, however, Tolman thought that Watson's psychology was too focused on singular responses and stimuli rather than finding the bigger picture. After some more years of studying, he was able to earn his doctorate in philosophy and psychology from Harvard University, and then he was able to use all of the knowledge he had attained from his education. He was able to come up with some of his own ideas and theories through the combination of others' research and his own ideas. Um, he aimed to avert the attention away from focusing on isolation of behavior, aka molecular behavior, and molecular behavior meaning behavior that is directed towards some goal. And then once it reaches the goal, it terminates. Um, but he aimed to focus on purposive behaviorism, which he introduced as a new branch of psychology. Purposive behaviorism meaning attempting to explain behavior in terms of its purpose and the overall goal of the behavior. So, purposive behaviorism emphasizes the molar rather than the molecular behavior, meaning the molar meaning the bigger picture, molecular meaning smaller, more specific parts. Um, Tolman wrote a book in 1932 called Purposive Behavior in Animals and Men, which claims that all behavior has a goal or a purpose, whether that be someone taking out the trash on trash day or a mountain lion going hunting for a gazelle. Either one of those actions has a purpose. Um, he also touched on intervening variables, which are the variables that affect the relationship between the independent variable and the dependent variable. Um, the causes, the five causes of behavior, or the five variables included in the causes of behavior, are environmental stimuli, psychological drives, heredity, previous training, and age. And he also touched on cognitive maps, which um, is the way an organism is able to picture or kind of create a um, internal environmental map, and they are able to create it throughout moving through their environment. And when these cognitive map hypotheses are tested, this is when trial and error occurs and beliefs are developed and created. So, another thing that Tolman touched on is latent learning, which is learning that cannot be observed at the time of the occurrence. So, learning that is not translated into behavior, and there is no immediate reward or punishment for that behavior. So, um, the distinguishment between learning and performance is just because someone knows how to do something doesn't mean they will do it unless they have a reason to do so, which correlates back with Tolman's book, Purposive Behavior in Animals and Men, which again claims that all behavior has a goal or a purpose.